Hello, my name is Guntavar Nyquister, and today I'll be your host for today. This one's called The Dentist Zombies. It all started when I was playing Natural Disaster Survival. The map that I was on was called Happy Home. I was waiting for the disasters to come, so I was exploring around the map. I entered the house, and there's a door that leads inside of the staircase under the stairs. I entered it. There's something that's not supposed to be in the game. A set of fake teeth. A denture. It was not in anybody's mouth. It was just lying there on the floor. Suddenly the disaster started. It was an earthquake. We all know that the earthquake can fling you like crazy. Well, the bacon hair was outside. The house got flung inside. The bacon hair outside got flung inside the house. Even inside the secret room that the door leads to. And he fell on the denture. What happened next made me jump off my chair. The denture bit the bacon hair in the head. A scream sound effect played. The bacon hair's username, which was I hate pro bullies 292, vanished. A chat bubble appeared over him that said, "This model is no longer in user's avatar." Then what happened next was terrifying. The bacon hair's teeth came out of his mouth. There was a thin black ropes that connected to the teeth to the avatar. A set of teeth started bunny hopping towards me, dragging the body along with it. I ran for my life. At one moment, when I exited the house, I was getting destroyed by the earthquake. One part of the house made me trip, and the set of teeth was getting closer to me. It almost bit me, but thankfully, the body attached to the set of teeth got flung by the earthquake. So both the set of teeth and the earthquake went far into the sky and fell into the ocean. I sighed in relief. The disaster was over, and I told everybody what happened. Nobody believed me. That's because I'm the only one who witnessed it happen. Because I'm the only one who survived. I said to them that I would prove them that there's a door that was not there before in the Happy Home map. Luckily, the next map was Happy Home. I watched the staircase and people were following me. The door was gone. People thought I was just hallucinating. I left the game. I went to search for the bacon hair's username. There were no search results. The chat bubble didn't lie. That user got deleted. I decided to go play Prison Life version 2.0. Stop worrying too much about it. I choose to be a prisoner. I spawned in a cell. And guess what was on the bed? It was another denture. It immediately started bunny hopping towards me. I couldn't escape it because the cell door was closed. So I had to leave the game. I instead decided to play a different game, Murder Mystery 2. I was about to click on the play button, but the game's thumbnail suddenly changed. I went from normal picture to being a rich guy's avatar attached to and being dragged by a hopping set of teeth. The same way as the bacon hair. The title also changed. The game was now called Smile and Show Me Your Teeth. I also realized that the number of players was decreasing very fast. I thought, oh no, the game's getting invaded. Suddenly the game window popped up and the game was loading. Even though I didn't even click the play button. I tried to close the game, but it didn't work. The game loaded in. The scenery was very different. The sky was blood red at day and pitch black at night. The sun and the moon were being dragged across the sky by giant sets of teeth. There was an incoming asteroid shaped like a set of teeth. Stars were glowing pictures of the terminated users. Clouds were raining blood. The buildings were being eaten by giant sets of teeth, including the voting lobby. And finally, I was surrounded by a lot of terminated users, getting dragged by their teeth. The moment I spawned, it was a zombie apocalypse. I couldn't leave the game. I quickly climbed on top of the statue in the middle of the lobby. None of the sets of teeth were able to climb up on top of it. I thought that I was safe for now, but I realized that the giant ones that were eating the buildings were heading towards me. I started to panic. I was shaking the mouse like crazy and kept clicking on it like a maniac. But I realized that every time I was clicking on the mouse, it would make my avatar do a punching animation. At the moment that the first giant tenter arrived, I made my avatar punch one of its teeth, and it went flying away. So I punched all the other dentures away. I did this to all the giant set of teeth. They were defeated. I decided to try to do the same to the tiny ones. That were the users who turned into quote-unquote dentist zombies. When I punched the first one, instead of making its teeth fly away, it just made it go back to the avatar's mouth. The avatar got up. She was called Zoe the Puppy Fanatic and was dressed like Piggy from the game Piggy. She was one of my friends. Chapel appeared over her, saying, "This user is no longer terminated." And then she told me, "What just happened?" I replied that I'll talk about it later. I punched all the other sets of teeth back into their avatar's mouth. They all turned out to be my friends. I told them that they were all zombified and terminated. They told me that they were censored, not to spoil. They all cheered for me and then left the game. Unfortunately, there's one zombified user that was behind a wall. That was part of the voting lobby, which got destroyed. The set of teeth's AI was dumb enough to keep going against the wall, so it couldn't get me earlier. But when I walked behind the wall, I got startled by it, and it bit me. I yelled, "No!" in real life. What happened next is that the screen got dark. I got teleported to a game which had no title. I spawned inside. It looked like to be the interior of the mouth of someone, because there was teeth on the ceiling, and there was saliva on the floor. In front of me was the user, which was dragged by the denture, which bit me. He was also one of my friends called Chippy. Over there was a huge crowd of people, which I believe are the other zombified users. Some users were swimming in the saliva drops. Ew. Some were panicking. Some were trolling each other. Some were playing music with the radio. I asked Chippy why this was happening. He told me that he saw a news article that says a set of teeth spawned in every single Roblox game. Whether popular or not, it would bite any player who would walk on it or get close to it, making the teeth of the player come out of their mouth and drag their dead body behind it. I was indeed terminated from Roblox because I couldn't go back on Roblox and was not able to leave the game. According to the news, it's only been 10 minutes since the teeth spawned in every single game, and it already destroyed 70% of all games and 50% of all players. Why did this happen? Who's the hacker behind the zombie apocalypse? What will happen next? This next story is called Roblox 2003. I joined Roblox in 2011. My username was Nat12414. I was searching for fun games on Roblox. My favorite types of games were Insert Wars, Built to Survive, whatever, etc. I had a lot of fun on the games I liked. Log 4/11/2012. This is where strange stuff has begun. I was starting to get bored on Roblox. Luckily, the community was friendly and new games were coming in. Some person sent me a message of this Roblox website. The message said, "Roblox website moving. Click on this link to visit the new website in beta." As stupid as I was, I went on this link. When I went on it, I saw this Roblox website. What was different was that it kind of looked like the early 2008 Roblox page. Everything looked normal until I clicked the button that said 2003. I was asking myself, what the? As the page wasn't loading. After 10 minutes of waiting, the page loaded. What happened was that it changed the web page background to a Robloxian's head. Robloxians' faces do have black eyes, but this one's black eyes seemed like it were staring at my soul. I started getting kind of worried and tried to go back. When I pushed the black button, an error came again. Got the same message. An error message came up saying, "Why are you leaving?" Started getting scared. Tried to push the button. Got the same message. When I pushed it for my 10th time, it went black. It went back. When it went back, the website seemed to be closed. And I went back. black text saying it was closed. I went to ask Builderman about this thing to see if he had any knowledge. I sent him a screenshot of the webpage. I lost the image, now do a computer reboot, unfortunately. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I'd recommend sending more pictures. Luckily, I had the corrupted picture too. I sent him the picture. He did another reply saying, that was what Roblox looked like in the 2003 progress. Log 11/26/2012. I got another message by the same person saying that the new Roblox beta is almost done. Seeming like he didn't know I fell for it before. Again, like the idiot I was, I got onto the website. It just did a huge text saying 2003. This next one is Smalley Kid 90 and Smalley Kid 91. Hello, my name is Bonzab. I've been playing Roblox since 2014, and I've seen these two creepy guys on, I think, natural disaster survival. These two have been creeping me out for the past 3 minutes. The round started. These two started saying weird things like, he's here, we aren't pure, a little pal. They kept on saying these stuff. They creeped me out, so I asked them, what's wrong? And they said, free us. And left. And I've never seen them again. In fact, my friend has seen them 2 more times before they're gone. Their account was pretty recent. They were active. They don't play anything much apart from natural disaster survival, and I visited their place. It was very dark and creepy. First off, I see a chair with a Dominus Infernus on it, and when I wander further, I found an NPC named Smalley Kid 90, and when I come close to it, it started following me. Well, that's all I've experienced so far. I'll be updating this as things goes. This next one is called I Am Teleman, or Telemon, sorry. Telemon was the previous name for Shedletsky, a former employee at Roblox. Now that he has changed his name, who was the other Telemon? User 13645. The username is Telemon, but it's not him. I had an experience so frightening that I had to tell the story. It all started on a fine day playing Roblox World Headquarters, because I wanted to. The user Telemon joined. Some idiots I were playing with had been excited. Little did they know, this was another person that they were seeing. His name currently is Shedletsky. Why change his name back? I knew this was a prank. Towards me and the other players. I am the real Telemon. He spoke. Said in a scrambled manner. I have chatted this. Guys, this is a prank. Before he said that. To let you know why. He walked towards the Roblox headquarters, seeing it in horror, blown into pieces. This is scripted to roblox. Figured it out. I translated as this is disrespect to Roblox. He continued saying, I am the Medu. You do not make fun of my employee. The players couldn't understand a thing he said, but I did. Then the building regenerated, which is something I didn't think was in the game before. I left the game and took a break from it. That 1 hour break was a high hope that it will all be over, so I was building my new game. It was going to be a tycoon. As I tested it out in the studio, there would be a decal of Telemann, the one I met earlier, on the base plate. On Shedletsky, originally user 261's profile, was the description being Cyrillic text saying, translate it, and you'll get the following. Stay away from the Telemann guy. He's not related to Roblox. Stay away, and he'll go away. All of his games were closed, but only one player was playing it. It could be Telemann, because I went to play some of the crappy front page games. They only had one player playing. Soon, reload the page, and it's not Roblox anymore. It's Telemann. Yep, the logo changed. And as soon as you knew it, I was teleported to a random front page game. Telemann was standing there. He said, do not say I am fake. This was a balloon font. That Roblox can't do that in games. And then he walked towards me. Yes, they can. You just don't know it. He knew what I was thinking. The computer crashed. I was not going to be on Roblox for a few days, and I just decided to quit my interest in the game as a whole. I still have nightmares about the experience. You thought it was over. We may continue. I was getting less interested in Roblox and more on some other things. As I finally made another game on Roblox, I played Jailbreak 2. 2 people joined the server, but both were Shedletsky and Telemann, the fake one. The Telemann person joined the cops team, and as soon as possible a notification said that Shedletsky was banned from the server. The cops were shooting at me. Blood was coming out. All of them chatted. I am the Telemann. The server shut down. I reloaded the page, and it said Roblox was not a site anymore. As I closed out of Firefox, I just shut off my computer, leaving it alone. It doesn't even matter anymore, because I got other things to do. This next one is called Eclipse of Watches. Before I start my story, I'd like to introduce myself. I am David. I don't want to go any more Percival into my life. I play Roblox daily, however. I am mostly bored by it. But one day, that will change my life is my encounter with the eclipse of watches. August 15th, 2017. It was a regular day. I was bored, so I decided to read The King of the Watch. I am not sure what the name was as I remember, but I think that was the name. I read some more creepypastas to kill some time, but I was interested in The King of the Watch the most. I was competent enough to know that all creepypastas were made just for fun and to give off a creepy vibe to the reader. August 28th, 2017. I decided to read The King of the Watch again after spending a few minutes looking up Hurricane Harvey on Google and reading some articles on it. I noticed it has been replaced with the Blox Watch planes and the hacking accounts of Poke, Nixer V, etc. I was a bit mad since they were clickbait YouTubers of Roblox. I didn't believe in the Blox Watch thing, so I went back to reading articles on Hurricane Harvey. September 2nd, 2017. This is the day that would change my life. So I decided to go to a Blox Watch game made by a guy attempting to grab visits off of it. After encountering some followers of Blox Watch, I decided to type in the chat, "Blox Watch ain't real." And I got some reactions. Someone said, "Your account will be deleted by you will see it." But I dismissed off as a lie. However, they were eerily right. As I went to my place to test a few stuff, I saw something glowing in the distance. It looked like a solar eclipse to me, so I thought Roblox added it until I saw the red eyes over it. It wasn't in the list of watches, other than the red one and the harmless white one. I was slightly confused and curious for what it could be, so I decided to approach the eclipse of the watch in curiosity. Some of my brain was just shouting, "Don't do it." Some was shouting, "Just go to it. It's just fake." I went to it in curiosity. Big mistake. It would deal more than me. It would deal more than the red one. Instantly, as I neared it, my PC started lagging like crazy. I managed to take a photo, however. It was badly corrupted, meaning I didn't capture it. Simultaneously, as I saved the picture to my PC, I was teleported to a place. I can remember the place name and someone that scared me. The name was just HEEISHER3, or He Is Here, and was made by someone named backwards You Are Dead, which is an anagram for You Are Dead. But there was something that made me stand still in fear as I scanned the thumbnail picture. I could make out a picture of someone in the dark before I came to realization that was my face, and saw the webcam lights on. I was breathing heavily. How did he manage to access my webcam? I thought to myself. I reached for the close button, but it disappeared as I was about to click on it. I was confounded. Soon after, I was in a white room. I looked around the room and found an orange glass wall. And behind the wall, a gray figure named Eclipse 748. I realized 748 was my Discord name, so I was a bit confused and creeped out. I thought to myself, another question. How did he know my Discord name? I also noticed my avatar has been changed to completely white and decided to type in the chat, "Who are you?" He replied with, "Hello there, David." Again, I was frozen in complete fear before he typed again, J4DHE88B. Before my computer went full red and shut off. I then closed my PC and ran to my bed to watch some TV. After 37 minutes later, I heard a knock on the door. I ran to my window and saw someone wearing a black hoodie and some jeans. The creepiest mark was his red eyes when he stared at me. I ran to everyone in my house, my sister, my brother, my parents, to close the windows and doors. It was too late. I heard him walk into my mother's room and heard her scream, and she left her room. I bursted out of the door to call 911. A few minutes later, a police officer came on the scene and arrested the man. My family is safe, but I couldn't say the same for my mother. A few hours later, after the incident happened, I received a call from the police that my mother succumbed to her injuries, which made me grieve. September 3rd, 2017. This marks my last post. I typed in the Roblox address only to see a 401 unauthorized credit entries. I looked up what that means, and it turns out it means a permanent IP ban. I used a VPN and all my accounts, all of my alts, were deleted with the reason as UU748. It also said account creation disabled under it, meaning that I couldn't play Roblox anymore. I tried contacting Roblox support, but they said they couldn't help with this since they cannot find an unban button on my accounts. So in conclusion, if you spot a eclipse of the watch in a game, do not approach it. If you spot it, place it in the gallery under this text. This next one is called Tower of Hell. I've been playing this game called Tower of Hell for a long time on Roblox. The game had pretty good updates. You know, lobby game of levels and you have to win. Created by YX Sectional Studios, that game. Well, one time when I played Tower of Hell again, I encountered something that will change your life. January 16, 2019. My friends and I were playing some Roblox games and eventually got bored of it, so I suggested that we should play Tower of Hell. My friends agreed to play it, but the server was full. So me and my friends voted who should play by themselves. I got the most votes. I joined a different server afterward. It seemed pretty sad, and I know. After I joined, something weird happened. There were only a few players in the game. Some people spammed in the chat, "Room," but I didn't understand what they meant. I ignored them and continued playing, but there was no timer. It was not called Tower of Hell. if there is no timer. I know the Tower of Hell doesn't have one, but I didn't want to play I didn't want to play now. I left the game to play something else, but it gave me an error message saying you currently cannot leave this game. I got scared at this moment. I thought I was gonna die in this game. I decided to stop using the computer for now. I shut it off and rested. January 27th, 2019. When I turned on Roblox, everything seemed pretty normal. But it didn't say I played Tower of Hell, it just showed up regular games I played in the past time. I looked the game up in the search bar, but it didn't pop up. I got a chat message from my friend that time. He told me to join a game. It was titled Tower of I told him I didn't want to right now, but he never responded. I had no choice but to play the game, so I did. When I joined, the music was playing backwards, and it looked like actual hell. The levels were not visible. The time was glitching. I played it to get over with it. But there was no way. I wanted to really leave, but it gave me a creepy message. It said something I couldn't read, so I kept playing it. Eventually, at this time, I couldn't move. I was then kicked out of the game. My computer kicked me out of Roblox also. I switched on Roblox to see if it worked, but it didn't. I looked it up on how to fix Roblox on YouTube, but there were useless results. I went back on Roblox, then the site has shut down completely. February 2nd, 2019. 6 days has passed after the incident. Is Roblox finally working again? But my account was hacked. I tried logging in, but it kept giving me incorrect username or password. I made a new one afterwards. It turns out Tower of Hell was banned from Roblox. I messaged them to unhack my Roblox account, but no response, until they eventually said this. Our systems do not see that your Roblox account is hacked or banned. If you think your account is hacked, visit roblox.com in case you were hacked. If you wish to appeal, visit the Roblox support for more information. Sincerely, the Roblox team. I went back to play Tower of Hell until I realized it was banned. I went back to check on my friend, but he was offline. I was disappointed because I was on level 67 on the game. I also lost on my Xiles. March 18th, 2019. So today is where John Doe comes back to Roblox. I went to see if Tower of Hell was unbanned, and then it was. It had no people playing it. I thought, I finally have the server to myself. I played the game quickly in case anyone joins. The game looked normal, and I sighed in relief. Played for about 3 hours until I was kicked out, saying the server was shut down. I left in to see the game was banned again, and YX Exceptional Studios was banned. I got a message from someone afterward when I checked. It was someone called Pixel Dev. He looked like he was freaked out because he said, "Help me, my game is being banned." I replied a really dumb message with me saying, "Why?" Overall, I sent it to archived. Pixel Dev then responded, "You will regret that message." Smiley face. March 20th, 2019. Final part of the story is when I finally decided to quit playing Tower of Hell. I told all my friends that I'm quitting, and they chanted, "Also, Minecraft dude, please no quit." Team CJ3. Why you were so good on your YT videos? Lightning Speed 98. No, quit please. I played the game once and for all and made sure everything was normal. It was regular players. Regular players started playing. The chat was normal. I was finally relaxed. But all this was over. And no one will ever mention it again. But I was kicked out once and for all. The game was retitled Tower of again. I lost my trust in the game and removed my favorite on it. I also left the group and disliked the game. I'm never playing Tower of Hell again. This has been 7 creepypastas. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It was actually, turns out it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, my bad. Anyways, I hope you liked this. If you did, please share this with other people who like things like this. And, yeah, I will be seeing you later. All of the sources to these stories will be in the description. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.